Hello everybody, this is Zeteo. I'm going to be showing you another tutorial on a different build. I'm going to be showing you range. I'm going to be doing a range build this time. So the thing about range is you don't really want to get muscle because muscle increases melee damage. So, and it doesn't help out with range at all, so you pretty much want to avoid it. So what that basically means is I'm going to have to get damage elsewhere. Now, that and awareness both give a little bit of damage, but not really enough to really kill anything off, unless you micro really well. So, I'm going to be just trying to be careful here. And you can either do this by becoming an herbivore or omnivore or something, but my favorite way to play it is to get carnivore with it, which is kind of difficult to do because it requires that you, you know, get some meats, and that usually requires killing stuff, so you just gotta be really careful with how you do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of fat and mostly awareness, so I don't, you know, run into anything that's gonna kill me. So this one's gonna actually be a lot of micromanagement. It's gonna be just required. This guy's low on health, so I'm chasing him right now. Let's turn the tutorial off. Eat that meat. Oh, this guy's low hit points too. Let's just kill him. Okay, let's go back. And there we go. Him. Go back to creep if you ever need regeneration. I'm gonna actually save this stat. This is my favorite way to do it, is just save the stat. This is a fairly advanced build. It's very difficult to do for everybody. You know, I definitely have died plenty of times trying to do this before, so hopefully I'm able to do it rather well on here. And again, you know, I didn't talk about this in my last video, my vampire video, but in the one before that I talked a little bit about just the fact that damn it, what was I saying? Oh, because I'm playing single player, creatures do not evolve as, you know, like my computer opponents do not evolve as quickly because there's no human players to feed off of, and with human players they get more experience for a human. They get more experience for a human kill than they do killing each other. So, you know, if you are, say, a higher level creature, say like 8 or 9, and a level 4 comes along and just gets like the last hit on you and you die, well, that creature will probably evolve like 3 or 4 levels, just because he's such a low level creature, and he gets bonuses because you're such a higher level than he is, and then at the same time you're a human player, so it actually gets multiplied by, or it gets, you know, like 50% more experience is gained by killing a human opponent. So keep that in mind when you die to a computer. Like, the better you do as a society of people, or, you know, of creatures, I guess, the easier the game will be in terms of the computer. The harder the game will be in terms of players, so, you know, just keep that in mind. That guy there, I was just attacking a little bit too strong for me. He was gonna be killed, so I just ran away. Again, I'm saving stats. I have 3 saved up right now. Hopefully just save up this stuff. I want to regenerate a little bit. I'm trying to only eat meat. I want to become a carnivore to do this, because with the carnivore bonus you get bonus range damage. That's why I particularly like this this way to go about it. But it makes it a little bit difficult. Like, I'm passing up all this fruit. This fruit would really just help me out a lot in terms of experience. So it definitely pushes me back a bit, and then at the same time I'm not using my stat, or I mean I'm not spending my stats. So what that means is I'm rather weak for my level. You know, I'm a level 4, but really I'm more like a level 1. Because I'm saving so many stats. Ooh, that's a nice little pit of death there. Definitely gonna avoid that. Let's see if we can find. Ooh, there's some meat that I don't have to kill anything for. That's nice to find. There's some more meat. Awesome. Just gotta be careful. I don't want this guy to eat the meat, so I'm not gonna attack him yet. It's when they're low on hit points that they search out for meat, more or less. Or food, I should say, not necessarily meat. But yeah, it looks like I can take him, so I'm gonna just go ahead and kill him and eat him. Get some nice, good experience from that. And yeah, I'm just gonna find some more stuff to kill. What is that? Is that a meat? Okay, I'll show you guys a trick. If you hold down insert or delete on your keyboard, it'll rotate your screen slightly. so you'll be able to see things a little bit better. This one's actually still difficult to see, but in some cases you'll be able to see and pick up food that you normally can't. So it's important to be able to do that in certain times. Looks like I can kill this guy. Now, unfortunately for him, he got a little blocked by the doodads there, so he couldn't really run out of there. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is get some leg strength. It's going to be very important for me to run quickly so that I can kite stuff, and at the same time it gives a little bit of range damage. It gives you normal damage too, but a little bit of range damage. And by the way, the awareness also gives you a little bit of range. Not damage. I mean, it gives you damage for melee, but not for range. And it's, you know, so the awareness boosts your range of your ranged attack. So it's helpful to get that as well for that reason. Leg strength boosts the damage slightly, so it's good for that reason as well. But yeah, it's not very much damage, so I gotta be rather careful. But yeah, at this point, when you reach tier 2, if you had all those save stats, it should be a lot easier to kite stuff. And I'm actually going to get a little bit of agility, because what agility will allow me to do, and actually I just got sprint with it too. But agility I mainly get because it helps out with your turn speed. You know, so if I'm facing the wrong direction, I can still turn around quickly to kite better. You know, because kiting is basically turning around a lot like this. This is what kiting is moving back and attacking, moving back and attacking. So the higher my build, or whoop, I almost got hit there. The better I turn, the better I'm going to do at this. This guy I don't really expect to kill because he's got quite a bit more hit points than I do, but if I'm able to, then nice. Oh, damn it. Oh, I got caught on the plant there. Okay, let's see if I can catch up to him. Oh, looks like he went up there. One of the nice things about getting some good awareness is you can see up cliffs a little bit better. So that's why you have a little bit of vision up there. Whereas you might not have seen that as well with other builds that I did. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, it's screwed. I'm not gonna be able to kill that guy in a reasonable time. So I'm gonna actually just run around for now since I have so much speed. And if I find a really low level creature or somebody with a lot or a very low hit points, I'll kill him. But otherwise, I'll just look for meat. Maybe if I see a battle, I'll just sit around, not really do too much with the battle, but maybe I'll. Whoops, that meat just died. Degenerates over time. Is that meat? Yes, that's meat, so let's eat it. Yeah, if I see a battle, maybe I'll try to get a couple of ranged hits in. I can force these guys to battle, hopefully. This guy's really slow by comparison to me. Oop. Fight each other. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get the last hit, and if not, I can at least steal the meat. Hopefully. Sometimes you won't be able to because they're just too fast. Get a little bit more agility so I can turn a little bit quicker. Shit. Just got enraged. Enraged! Don't die me! One more hit, I think. Yeah! Okay, so... you know, agility is definitely very helpful. That guy didn't have too many hit points, so that was helpful too. And... Oop, careful. I can kill these guys if I want. So I'm not trying to be a scavenger. And I have sprints, so I'm super fast if I use it. I've charged too, but I'm pretty much just not going to use that because I'm planning to go range, and that would not help for a ranged unit. Oh, screen just went forward by mistake. Let's get one more agility. Agility boosts the attack speed of both ranged and melee, so it's helpful in both situations. Ooh. Well, that guy was low enough to use enraged, but or maybe it was a different guy. I guess he doesn't have it anymore. Damn it! He keeps healing. I just want to kill him. Oh, I can use frenzy too. He's freaking healing all that meat that he just got from those kills. There we go. So yeah, Frenzy, again, it helps out with, increases your attack and move speed for 4 seconds. And when it says attack, it pretty much means that it's ranged or melee. So definitely a good one to have, whereas, actually, I think Critical Strike works with both as well. Ooh, that guy's damaged. Let's try to kill him. Eat that meat. Ooh. Get that shot off. My turn speed's still a little bit slow. Have them fight each other. Eat that guy. And just do a little bit hiding action. Turn on my thingy here. Hopefully I'll just kill him outright. Shit. It's healing. That's why this is very difficult. Units just keep healing. That is until you get tier 3, which I'll be getting kind of soon. Because with tier 3 you'll actually be able to increase the damage significantly. Let's get some more agility. I like having agility. And I actually have evade now. Whereas evade is usually a passive ability that you can get like in a game that basically gives you a chance to have your opponent miss when they're attacking you. I want to do things a little bit more uniquely and a little bit more realistically. So what I have it do is it basically does that and gives you you basically don't take damage for a second if you use evade. So if you use evade and he's close to you still, then because it basically teleports you slightly. If he's too close to you, he won't do damage on his next attack. If it's within a couple seconds, or maybe it's a second. Yeah, 1 second. You have 1 second leeway. If he doesn't attack within 1 second, then you don't get to evade the damage. This guy's just got way too much armor or something. I'm gonna have to back off. That was some low-level peoples. If you're wondering what that was that just skirted across the map there, that was someone that was tunneled or in a cave. Is he attacking me too? Yeah, he's got range too. So I'm taking a little bit of hits, but he doesn't really have that much damage. He's got only 4.32. I got 7.21. Not really that much better, but I don't know, I might have been able to kill him, but he probably had more hit points. So I'm just gonna back off and for some foods. Let's see, any other lower level creatures I can kill off here? Maybe I'll just sit around for a minute and regenerate. Now again, this, going range is rather strong later on, so basically you take hits on how fast you level. You're going to level up a little bit slower, but eventually you will be strong enough to take out a lot of opponents, depending on what they do. One of the things that you can do against ranged units is you can get a lot of armor, because, well, basically you can get armor sooner than you can get a lot of ranged damage. So if you stack that up and get more points in armor, that's going to help you against everything, but basically ranged attackers are going to have less damage than melee attackers, so armor's going to help you out a little bit better. We got a ranged battle going on. I'm going to attack this guy. It looks like he's going to die a little bit sooner. Oh yeah, there we go. And now I'm the next tier, so I can actually get some... actually, I could have saved some of these points I put into agility to add it to this tier, but I like having agility anyway, so it was just nice to have. So yeah, I'm going to increase... Let's get maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, let's get 2 into range for now. And get some more damage. So I just got acid for damage and spit gland for range. So now I have a better range. It's going to help kite a lot. That's why I want to go range first, because just as a safety precaution. Actually, I should probably get a little bit more sight range too, because this is kind of small. I know it's night, but it's still kind of small for night. So we'll get that food, and let's see, find somebody to kill. I like to just kind of serpentine on the ground here. It's a cool thing to do. Great way to stay in shape. And yeah, it looks like I might be able to kill this guy. Yep. Definitely need some more sight for nighttime. I probably won't be able to get it right away, so I'm just gonna wait to get it. I mean, I probably won't have enough experience to level up too much to get. Well, maybe I will. Before night ends is what I'm trying to say. So I might just wait till the next night time to really get a bunch of stats in awareness. My vision will increase here, and well, I guess it'll be a few minutes, but not too long. There's some tasty meat. If you know where plants are, if you remember them, there's a with intelligence you get more quote-unquote memory, so you can see more of the map. But you know, and that'll help you remember where plants are. But yeah, if you have enough, or if you remember where plants are, you can remember where to get meat, because basically the AI do not attack plants, which is kind of an interesting thing. I did that so that, you know, plants wouldn't just be constantly respawning and moving and just annoying in various places. I did that so that there would be meat nearby, so that AI sometime just stand there getting hit by plants and die. You know, that's, to me, just part of the way I want the game to be. And oh wow, I just avoided that big guy. I don't think he can get through here, so he's just too fat. Oh, actually, he's using a ranged attack anyways. Let's see if I can kill him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's eat him. Yeah, that's a good way to find meat, is just remember where the plants are. Now, players, of course, can kill plants off and they'll respawn and be in a different location, but generally there'll be somewhat of a graveyard around the plants for meat. If you want to heals. And that's in the snare plants. They're kind of tricky, they're hidden. Gotta be very vigilant. Might make them stick out a little bit more. Not really sure yet. So let's get a little bit more acid. Now what acid does is it takes away armor. It takes away one at a time. Whereas, you know, like things like muscle take away armor as well, but they only take away half a point of armor each muscle that you get. So, you know, that's kind of a lot. You know, so just note that you're gonna have low armor going this build. It's, you know, one of the things that balances it out so that it's not impossible to kill someone with it. I just evaded your shots. Take that. It basically just transports you to a random location within like a small region around you. And then, yeah, like I said before, it just makes you invulnerable to an attack for a split second. Oh, nice! I got both those kills. So I don't know if you just really saw that all that well, but basically what happened was, oh, the stomp really got me. What basically just happened was, like, you know, two units were attacking each other, and I was able to get shots off on the last, or you know, I was able to get shots off as the last hit, so that they died, so that I got experience from both. That's the best way to do any kind of micro, is just be able to get those last hits without taking any hits at all. That's why range is very powerful in this game. Kite all day long, not take any damage. Hopefully. I mean, there's going to be other guys spitting at you eventually. And there's going to be other guys that have certain acid traits that I'm going to show you too, if I ever get any. Let's see, what should I get for an acid traits? I should probably be looking at my notes, but I don't want to open them right now since I have this video going. So I'm just going to have to wing it. So let's see, what do I want? Let's get a little bit of energy. I think I might need to get a little bit of fats. I know my forces are under... Oh wow, this big guy. My forces are indeed under attack though. I do know this. Damn it. Got a little greedy trying to get that meat instead of running away. Kill this guy. Ooh, this guy's like dead already. Oh no, I did kill him. Awesome. You are just too slow, buddy. Okay. Ooh, there's some nice meats. See, are you easy to kill? No, you're not. You have a lot of armor. 12.7 armor. I'm gonna have to avoid you. Let's see here. I like. No, I mean, I think it's okay to attack these guys with high armor. Swarmers generally have higher armor than most. Because, you know, if they're fighting each other, if units are engaging each other and they have a lot of hit points, like, they'll wail away to each other and you'll be able to get some good shots off. So, I mean, it's a little bit quicker that you can get a kill off. Shit, I might die. Oh, I just ran into something and died, like, instantly. I'm not even sure what it was. This guy's actually dying really quickly. 173 hit points? Alright, I'll just kill you. Easy enough. There we go, okay. Shoot this guy down. Oh, maybe I'm gonna use evade. Shoot him. Evade, shoot him. He's running away now, he's scared. Okay, I got him. Gotta just sit here. Oh, I gotta watch out for that guy. One of the things that players get if they get fat and energy is the squishy coating, which is an ability that's basically made to counteract range units. What it does is it applies a shield to your unit that absorbs more ranged attack. So if a unit has shield, like this guy has a little bit of shield, I'll do very little damage with it. But as you saw, like that Ultralist just came up and shot him, and the shield was basically gone because it doesn't absorb much of melee at all. Just something to consider. Oh man, I wasn't able to show you all the cool abilities. Well, I just rearranged them as of late, like, you know, it's a few patches ago. So I wasn't really sure what I required to get some of these, so I had a little bit of difficulty with that. Maybe I just didn't have enough, you know, things in the acid or ranged. I'm not really sure. But the balance of all that is being looked at right now, so it might be a little bit easier in the future. But yeah, I was foolish and died instead of you know, leveling up quickly and getting those stats. So I can't show you it all, but there's one ability that is a passive ability that spits, or I mean, it just makes your saliva from your spit, your ranged attack, give a slowing effect. So anything you shoot slows down. So it's kind of like the Marauder concussive shell passive ability that just slows whatever it attacks down slightly. And it stacks, so you can stack it up to like 5 or 6 times, but it only lasts, you know, like a second or two, so it doesn't really stack up all that much anyways. But you know, any units that are just too fast, like say that you come across an herbivore. Generally, computers do not do this right now. They hopefully will in the future when I upgrade the AI a little bit, so that they go down certain food paths. But yeah, some players will run around with and just consume vegetables. They'll be dedicated herbivore scavengers. So they'll eat only plants, and they won't kill anything. They'll just run around and eat stuff and level up. And it's hard to kill them because they are so fast. They generally don't have many hit points, and they generally just, you know, run around and avoid dangers, so they don't really take damage, so it's fine. But one of the things that you can get is well, actually, you can get a few things for it. You know, the spit acid, I mean the goopy saliva, I should say, is really good for it. Spit acid is a ranged attack that does damage over time, which is going to be good against anything that has low hit points, like, you know, those fast herbivore guys. There's the toxic cloud, which basically, you know, creates this cloud wherever you're standing, and if you move away, it stays in the same spot. But it creates this cloud of gas that basically just does damage over time. So that's really good. You know, it's actually a fairly large cloud too. So you know, range units that are just, or I mean, I'm sorry, herbivore units that are just moving super fast. You know, like that's what they do, is they move super fast. If they run into this cloud, they'll basically just die anyways, because they just will have low enough hit points that it won't matter. And the last thing is actually an ability that this guy has here, this noxious fumes, which basically just does damage to anybody around him. So it's helpful against these fast units, but they can't avoid it. It's not that big of a region. You know, they generally have a lot of sight and a lot of speed, and can just run from you and see you coming and all that. So you gotta, you know, it's just good ways to kill those off is to be ranged. Range basically counters fast speed plays. And to counter range, you basically want a fat build. You want something that is going to be able to take a lot of range damage, or I should say fat and armor. You know, something that's going to take a lot of damage, and then with that you'll hopefully you'll have the charge ability, which allows you to engage combat a lot quicker. So it's useful for slower units like that. But yeah, you know, then of course the range guy could just get more speed, but then you can get more speed, and you know, it depends on how you play, how you adapt your build. So it's a lot of thinking, it's a lot of adaptation like that. That guy just used charge and just died for it, kind of foolishly, but you know, of course the AI are not as smart as humans. And so yeah, let's see, is there another ability? There's the acid burn ability, which basically converts hit points into energy, which is useful for you know, if you're going for some kind of acid slash high energy build, so that you can use these abilities more, like just cast tons of toxic cloud or tons of spit acid. Holy cow, that guy has some good ass range. Or no, it must not have been that guy or something, I don't know, someone shot something really super far. I don't know. Anyways, this is going to conclude the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys try these builds out. They can be rather fun to play. But yeah, just putting them out there so you guys know that there are lots of different ways to play. And I hope you guys have fun. This is Zeteo signing out.